since it doesn't appear that the House Rules Committee is putting any Senate bills on the floor. No supplemental calendar from what we hear, and so I guess that's the way we're going to play the game. I think this calls for a little prayer. If I could get Chairman Walker to lead us in some prayer, please.
Heavenly Father, thank you for your love and for all the blessings you give us, Lord. We want to lift up the Stuckey family today and pray that you will wrap your arms around them and comfort them in this time of tragedy. Lead, guide, and direct us, always saved as in Christ's name we pray.
Amen. If anybody's wondering, I have not supplanted the Rules Committee Chairman in this role. I'm filling in today. Chairman Mullis is unable to be with us, but he will be back tomorrow ready for action. We do have, he has left us this bills for consideration under Section 1. If we decide to consider any of those, it is unfortunately that time of year where the House seems to have slowed things down. I don't know if there's a message being sent to us or not, but by our calendar, what did we finish today, Mr. Leader? Day 32? So we got 8 days to go, and in the Senate, our last bills are on the calendar on day 39, so we're really looking, more like 6 days left for us to be doing business. And we would love to have a little incentive from the House to encourage us to consider some House bills by taking up some Senate bills, if we don't mind. I'm going to allow the folks here from the House that have bills on our Section 1 to go ahead and speak to those bills, and if you have other bills you want to get us to consider putting on Section 1, we might as well go ahead and make use of this time and hear that. Representative Corbett, House Bill 169, if you're here, please come let us know what your bill's about, and we'll see if anybody has questions for you.
House Bill 169, LC 392759. House Bill 169 does two things. First, it changes where any new CDL driver's permits, they have to take a training course similar to the Joshua's Law, and this will get us in compliance with a federal law that takes effect in February of 2022. So it's a federal requirement that this be done. And the second part of the bill, it just changes on the instruction permit, basically a learner's permit. You used to get it for 180 days when you could renew then for another 180 days. This just, your first time you get it for 365 days. And that's, like I said, department bill, and that's all this bill does.
All right. Any committee member have questions for Representative Corbett? All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mike Jokas, you here with us today. House Bill 208 on these another state holiday. All right. I don't hear any questions on it then. House Bill 246, Representative Watson. Come share your thoughts with us.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members of the committee, I do bring before you 246. This is a department bill that basically what we're doing is we're increasing the cost of a replacement license. Currently in Georgia, if you lose your license, you pay $5 to get a new license. It costs the state $9.61 to replace your license that you lost. So we're wanting to raise that to $10 so that they can cover their cost to replace your lost license. Second piece of the bill is limited driving permit. If you receive a DUI, habitual violator, and you lose your license and you need a limited driving permit, you pay $25. Well, if you're 16, you got a perfect record and you're just starting out, you pay $32. And so we're just bringing it up so that if you come in trouble with the law and you need a limited permit, you pay the same as somebody that has not been in trouble with the law and has not had any issues. And that's all we're doing in the bill.
All right.
Glad to take
any
any
questions for Representative Watson? I have a question. My eyesight's not good, but I see our minority caucus chair. I think you're number 9 there.
Number 9, Mr.
Senator
Chairman.
Parent.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you so much, Representative Watson. Quick question: do you know when those fee amounts were set in law? Like how long it's been $5 and how long it's been?
1992.
1992 for both, or for the 5?
I know that is for the 25, and I think it is for the 5 as well.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, that's quite a while ago. Thank you.
Any other questions by committee members? All right, thank you very much, Representative.
Thank y'all, appreciate it.
House Bill 305, Representative Hawkins.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As this body is aware, the General Assembly approximately 2 years ago passed a revamp of the Massage Practice Act, Massage Therapy Practice Act. This bill before you today addresses a couple issues that the AG's office pointed out to the board, just more clarification about their education and the accreditation. So it mentions a accreditation organization on line 13 and 14, and then it also addresses the instructor being accredited also on line 31 and 32. And I'd like to thank Regina Quick for working with this association on this bill and the board.
All right, questions for Representative Hawkins? Any committee members? All right, thank you. We
Thank you, sir.
appreciate your time with us this morning. Representative Trey Rhodes, House Bill 362.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. This is our annual DNR bill, and it does 5 simple things. It codifies the rules and regs passed by our DNR board last year. It adds species to the bass and adds a hybrid trout species. It adds a new caliber to our primitive weapon category. It authorizes the department to make custom bag limits for our DMAP properties for the people that choose to get into DMAP, and it allows for and makes use of minnow traps in our freshwaters as we allow in our saltwaters.
All right. Questions for my good friend, Representative Trey Rhodes.
Mr. Chairman, I
Kirby
was
Smart's old roommate.
I used to bring a thing of buttermilk with me, but I knew he wasn't going to be here today, and I couldn't come in here with a bottle
Chairman
of wine.
Mullis
so,
isn't here, and we don't need cigars and wines in the rules.
So you're out of luck. We'll have to make it up to you.
Thanks for being here. There are no
Yes, sir.
questions for
Thank
you. Are there other House members that, Senator Walker, you have a question for Trey? Hold on, Representative.
Does that have anything to do with the minnow theory?
But since he's,
It does, along with the grand circulation of waters and
All right, here we go with the philosophy again. All right, now let's just start talking about House and Senate. How about let's get the House to circulate some Senate bills to their floor? That's what we need. All right. Thank you. I think they probably catching on sooner or later here. Representative Workhauser, do you have something for us? If you got one you want on Section 1, come tell us about it.
Thank you, Chairman and members. I've got House Bill 268. I presented this the first day of rules, and I didn't know if y'all wanted folks coming back the second time.
Yeah, we'd like encouragement.
Well, I just like coming, so I was kind of glad y'all didn't pass it out the first day.
It's
I
a lot
like
more
coming
fun
back
when
here.
Chairman Mullis is here. I'm sorry I can't keep up that pace, but I don't have that wit.
But House Bill 268 is the compact bill with other states for occupational therapists. And it's been requested by our Army, and it's because it's good for the spouses, and then it helps with telehealth in our rural communities that don't have as much access to health care.
All right. Any questions? All right. Well, we appreciate your enthusiasm in promoting your bill. That's always helpful to
Thank you, sir.
have you here. All right. That's all I see from the House. We do have tomorrow the State of the Judiciary address, and I don't see movement yet from the House moving Senate bills, so it may be better for us to have a relatively short session to give their committees time to work to get some of our bills to the floor, unless anybody here has any stronger opposition. The good Chairman Mullis was interested in putting at least one on the floor tomorrow, but I'm not so sure that wouldn't hurt the feelings of everybody else that, had one here on Section 1, and probably a good time for us to wait and see a little activity from there. Senator Kennedy, what you got?
I fully agree and concur with your comments, and I don't know that I'm at liberty to say this, but I know that people on this committee know that Chairman Mullis's non-appearance today is related to his disgust over how the House is dealing with the Senate bills that are over there, and this is day one of protest. I don't know how long it's going to go, Mr. Chairman, but I hope he returns.
He's not happy. he didn't want us to even have a meeting, but I think he was afraid there might be a coup here. I was trying to take over his position, but I made it clear that it's just a substitute, and he'll come around. He'll be in a whole lot better mood when some Senate bills start moving, and I expect him back. Yes, sir, Mr. Leader.
It's not a starvation protest that he's on, is it?
You're supposed to say that's kind of funny, Chairman. Okay. All right. Well, I think it's probably best if we get on to our committees. This committee is adjourned.